Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into something you probably do every single day, showering. But what seems super simple actually has this whole hidden world of English expressions tied to it.
So let's just jump right in. Let's say you need to wash up. What do you say? You've probably got an answer ready, right? Well, what if I told you that the right way to say it actually changes depending on where you are?
And this is the first big secret, the first fork in the road. In the US, it's almost always take a shower. But hop over to the UK or Australia, and you're way more likely to hear have a shower. Same action, totally different verb.
And it's not a small difference either. We're talking like 90% of the time in the United States, it's take a shower. So yeah, if you're there, that's your go-to, your safe bet, it's what everyone says.
But then you cross the pond, right? Or head down under to Australia, and suddenly, have a shower is the main event. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll totally get what you mean if you say take a shower, but it's kind of like a little flag that says, hey, I'm from the US. Okay, but here's the really cool part. This whole take versus have thing, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's like there's this whole video game style ladder of expressions. So, you ready? Let's conquer the 10 shower levels and seriously level up your English. All right, level 1, this is your super casual, everyday stuff. Hop in the shower. It just sounds quick, doesn't it? It gives off this vibe of being really fast and informal, perfect for when you're with family or close friends, and you're just like, give me a sec, I'm just gonna hop in the shower.
Now let's jump up to level 4, which is jump in the shower. See the theme here? It's really similar to hop in. It's all about speed, that feeling of a light, quick action when you're in a rush to get on with your day.
Okay, moving on up to level 5, things get a little more interesting. Get cleaned up. I love this one because it's about more than just the shower, you know? It implies the whole package, showering, maybe shaving, getting dressed, the whole routine to make yourself presentable before you head out.
And then at level 6, we hit a real gem, freshen up. This phrase is an absolute powerhouse. It's so useful and polite, especially if you're a guest somewhere or need a moment before a meal. It's just subtle, classy, and super sophisticated. We're definitely coming back to this one.
Okay, brace yourselves, because as we climb higher up the ladder, the language gets so formal, so over the top, that it actually becomes funny. Like you would pretty much never use these next ones in a serious conversation.
So check out level 8. I need to perform my morning ablutions. Ablutions? I mean, who says that? It's a super fancy, old-fashioned word for washing. If you said that to your friend, you'd for sure get a laugh.
Then we've got level 9. I shall utilize the shower facilities. This sounds like it was ripped straight out of a hotel brochure from the 1980s, right? It's just so stiff and official. You'd never, ever say this to a real human being.
And now for the final boss, level 10, engaging in a personal sanitation procedure. Oh my gosh, this is just peak robot speak. It's so technical and inhuman that it's hilarious. It sounds like something a robot in a black and white sci-fi movie would announce.
So look, the main takeaway here is pretty simple. Unless you are actively trying to be funny, just don't use these high-level ones. Stick to the lower levels that sound natural.
Okay, so theory is one thing, but how do these phrases actually work in the wild? Let's look at a couple of real conversations to see how they play out. All right, first up, imagine you and a friend are about to leave. One says, "Are you ready to go?" And the other says, "Not yet, just let me hop in the shower for 5 minutes." See? It's perfect. The subtext is, I'll be super quick, I promise, we can go soon. It's just friendly, casual, and gets the point across.
Okay, next scenario. You just finished a really tough workout. One person says, "Whew, that was tough." And you say, "Totally, I really need to take a shower." This is that standard American English phrase we talked about. It's direct, it's clear, it's exactly what you'd expect to hear. No fluff, no fuss.
And finally, let's look at freshen up in action. A guest arrives after a long flight and says, "It was a long flight. Would you mind if I freshen up a bit?" The host says, "Of course not." This is where that phrase just shines. It's so polite, it's a little vague, which is actually a good thing here, and it just shows incredible social grace. It's a game changer. Okay, so I told you we'd come back to this. Let's really unlock the secret power of freshen up, because this one little phrase can do so much work for you.
The reason it's so great is because it's so versatile and elegant. I'm gonna freshen up could mean you're about to take a full shower, or it could just mean you're gonna wash your face, or fix your makeup, or maybe just change your shirt. It's this perfect, polite umbrella term that covers all those little things you do to feel ready.
Honestly, if you take just one thing away from all of this, let it be this. Learn to use freshen up. Adding that one phrase to your vocabulary is an absolute shortcut to sounding more fluent, more polished, and just more socially aware when you're speaking English.
So there you have it. Your English has officially leveled up. You've got a whole new toolkit now, from the super casual hop in the shower all the way to the sophisticated freshen up. You can pick and choose the perfect phrase for literally any situation. So the only question is, what are you going to say next time?